Hi, this is Anya and welcome to my channel. Today we are making a summer bucket hat that will protect us from the harsh sun kisses and the sun rays. Here I'm using a 6-ply yarn with 4.5 hook. We will start with making a magic circle, and if you don't know how to do a magic circle, I will link a tutorial down in the comment section for better instructions. So to start with, do 6 single crochets in the magic circle, and a good tip is to tighten the magic circle on the 5th stitch because sometimes it gets a little harder to do the last stitch. Now after you have tightened it up a little bit, slip stitch into the first stitch like this, and then tighten it up a little bit and then chain 1. And this is how the first round should look like. Now to start with the second round, do 2 stitches in every single stitch. This way you will end up with 12 single crochets at the end of the round 2. At the end of every row, you will have to slip stitch into the first row, tighten it up a little bit, and then chain 1. And this is how the second round ends. And now we will move on to the third row, and you will do 1 single crochet in one stitch and 2 single crochets in the second stitch. And then you will do 1 single crochet in the third stitch, and then you will do 2 single crochets in the fourth stitch. And this way you will end up with 18 single crochets at the end of round 3. Moving on to round 4, and in here the pattern is 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet, and you will end up with 24 single crochets at the end of the row. And always count your stitches to make sure you are ending up with the right amount of stitches. Moving on to round 5, which is 3 single crochet, that is 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and 1 single crochet in each stitch, and 1 single crochet increase, that is 2 single crochets in that stitch, for you to end up with 30 single crochet at the end of round 3. Again, always make sure you're doing the right stitches, or else you will have to frog it, which is painful. Take it from someone who does it a lot. Now on round 6, we have 2 single crochets, 1 increase, and 2 single crochet. That will give you 36 single crochets at the end of round 6. Now on to row 7, which is 5 single crochets and 1 increase, which will again give you 42 single crochet at the end of round 7. Now moving on to row 8, which is 3 single crochet, 1 increase, and 3 single crochets. If you don't know what 1 increase is, it is doing 2 single crochets in one stitch. I'm sorry I forgot to tell it at the start of the video. I hope it wasn't a problem. And at the end of round 8, you will end up with 48 single crochets. And then we will do round 10, which is 4 single crochet, 1 increase, 4 single crochets, which will give you 60 single crochets at the end of round 10. And this is how the hat is looking right now, which is a basic round shape until this point. And this is the pattern that you will have to follow for the next 11, 12, and 13 stitches. So at the end of round 13 you will end up with 78 stitches, and then you will just have to repeat 78 stitches for round 14 and 15. And this is the rest of the pattern up until row 22. And look how beautiful the hat looks right now. At the end of row 22, it is taking a very nice dome shape. Now moving on to round 23, which is 7 single crochet, 1 increase and 7 single crochet, which will give you 96 single crochets. And then you will have to just repeat the 96 single crochets for the next 3 stitches, which is 24, 25 and 26. I mean rounds. Again, I don't want this video to be too long, and this is why, so you can take a screenshot and follow along. And this is how it looks at the end of round 36. And to end the hat, I slip stitched all around the hat to give it a neat look and to give a better distinction. This is how it looks without the slip stitches, which is good but not that neat. So you can do slip stitch or not do it, it's up to you, but I just wanted to point out the differences. Moving on to a simpler hat, which is a regular bucket hat. For that, I'm using this cocoa color yarn, and I have doubled it up because it was pretty thin to work with. And again, I'm using a 4.5/5 mm hook. The start of the hat is the same. You have to start with a magic circle, but here you will do 10 half double crochet in the magic circle. On the second round, you just have to increase all the stitches. You will end up with 20 half double crochet. For round 3, you will have to do 1 half double crochet and 1 half double crochet increase, which will give you 30 half double crochets at the end of round 3. Round 4 is 1 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet and 1 half double crochet increase, which will give you 40 half double crochet at the end of round 4. Round 5 is 3 half double crochet and 1 half double crochet increase. Diameter should be 6 or 7 inches. This is how the hat looks after 6 rows of 80 half double crochet. And now for this design, you can do it if you want to. You can also skip it and just do regular half double crochets, but I want this design all around my hat, so for that you have to do 7 half double crochet and 1 half double crochet increase in the back loop only, which will give your hat a bit of a swirl. If you want more waviness, you can increase or decrease the stitches as per your taste.